Hey everyone, it's Rachel from Desert Blossom Crafts back with another stitch tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet the lemon peel stitch two different ways. So the first way is the classic way to do the lemon peel stitch, and the second way is a slightly modified version which I actually discovered by accident. They're both really easy to make and they have similar fabric. So let's dive right into the tutorial. As far as materials go, you can really use any hook and yarn combination. Personally, I'm using worsted weight. This is Yarn Bee Soft Secret and an H5mm crochet hook. And once you've got that already, you can start by making your foundation row. So I like to start all my stitches and projects with foundation single crochet. I like how stretchy it is. If you're unfamiliar with the technique, I do have an easy tutorial that you can find in the cards. But once you make this, you need to make sure you have an even number. So we're starting with the classic lemon peel stitch, and the multiple for this is always going to be 2, an even number. So I have just 8 foundation single crochet here, nice and small, so I can show you how to do the stitch. To start, I'm just going to turn my work and chain 1. This chain will never count as a stitch, and I'm just going to do a single crochet in my first foundation single crochet. Just like that. And then I'm going to do a double crochet in the next. And this is literally just what I'm going to repeat across this row. Single crochet and double crochet. And what this does, by alternating these two, because the double crochets are bigger, once you do a single crochet, it kind of crumples the double crochet down, and that's what gives this stitch the really nice texture that it has. Single crochet and double crochet, and I should just have 2 stitches left. So with this stitch, you're always going to end on a double crochet stitch. So you're starting with a single crochet every time and ending with a double crochet. This stitch only has a 1 row repeat, which is really nice. There's nothing complicated to remember. This is literally the row you're going to complete every single time. So I'm chaining 1 and turning for row 2, and just doing the same exact thing. Single crochet in the first stitch and double crochet in the next. And the way you can keep track of which one you're on, if you're in the middle of a row and you forget where you're at, the single crochets are always going to be in the double crochets, and the double crochets are always going to be in the single crochets. So the double crochets from the back of the work like this, the double crochets are the ones that puff out more because they're the bigger stitches. So I can tell right now I'm on a single crochet because it's very flat, which means I'm going to do a double crochet into it. Now I'm on that puffy double crochet, so I'm going to do a single crochet into that. Double crochet, single crochet, and double crochet. So that is all there is to the lemon peel stitch, the classic way of doing it. And you would just keep on repeating that row for as long as you want. So just make sure you start with an even number of foundation stitches and then alternate single crochet and double crochet, and remember you're always starting on single crochet and ending on double crochet. And this is the fabric that will start to emerge as you're doing it. This is the right side, this is the wrong side, but there's really not a big difference. This is a pretty reversible stitch, which is very nice. So next I am going to show you how to do the modified lemon peel stitch, but before I start, let me just talk about the difference. So they do look pretty similar, but this one looks a little bit more crinkled along the entire fabric, whereas this one kind of has more defined bumps, I guess you could say. And it is hard to tell, but the regular lemon peel uses single crochet and double crochet alternated, and when you alternate, you always do the double crochet and the single crochet and vice versa. Well, with the modified one, we're actually going to do single crochets in single crochets and double crochets in double crochets. So that is the main difference, and I'll tell you more as we get started. So once again, you'll have your foundation row, but this time for the modified lemon peel stitch, you will need an odd number of foundation stitches, and I'll tell you why as we get started. But just know the multiple for this is going to be 2 plus 1 or any odd number. So I have 9 here. I'm going to turn and chain 1 again. So this is going to start the exact same way actually. We're going to alternate single crochet and double crochet across the row, just like before. But the difference here, when we get to the end, because we have that odd number, we're going to end on a single crochet this time instead of a double crochet. So remember, with the classic lemon peel, you start on single and end on double crochet. But for the modified one, we're going to start and end on single crochet, and that is what makes the multiple different. So I'm still doing alternating single crochet, double crochet, and then I just have one more single crochet left right here. And there's row 1. I'm going to turn now. So we're going to start row 2 in the exact same way. Single crochet in the first stitch and double crochet in the next. So it feels like you're doing the same thing, but because we started with an odd number and we have a single crochet on either end, it's going to end up that we have double crochets lining up and single crochets lining up, rather than being double crochet and single crochet like the last stitch. So here, see, here's that puffy double crochet. I'm going to do my double crochet in that rather than single crochet. Then single crochet in single crochet, double in double, single in single, and just repeat this across. So again, if you lose track, you can, of whether you're on a single or double, you can look at the row below and make sure you're doing the single crochets together and the more puffy double crochets together. And that is your row repeat for the modified lemon peel stitch. It's funny because I actually discovered this stitch by accident. Like I said, I was designing a cardigan, which will actually be out soon, so keep your eye out on my blog and YouTube channel. But I was designing it and I wanted to use the lemon peel stitch, and I started with an odd number. And so I went and was doing this exact stitch thinking it was the lemon peel stitch, and then one of my testers pointed out that, oh, that's not the lemon peel stitch. So it's very similar, like I said, but it does have the different multiple and the finished look is a little different. So if I bring up this modified one, what you can see is because the double crochets are lined up, we kind of get these bumps that are a little bit more uniform, whereas with the classic lemon peel stitch, it's a little bit more of a crinkled texture. So very similar, but you can experiment and see if there's one you like better. I kind of like this one better. I just find it easier to do the single crochets into the singles and the doubles into the doubles, but they're both very easy and both very fun to make. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and the 2 different ways to crochet the lemon peel stitch. If you did, I would love if you came and subscribed to my channel. I'm releasing new videos every Tuesday and Friday in 2021. In addition, if you would like the written pattern for the lemon peel stitch, you can check out the links in the description. There's a full photo tutorial and written pattern on my blog, along with an ad-free stitch dictionary that includes more closed stitch patterns like this. So that's it for today, but thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you around.